Yes, this is what it looks like. I'm doing another cayo perico video because Rockstar just can't stop themselves from messing with this. Today I'll be showing you how to replay this every single time reliably, no cutting your internet cable or whatever nonsense trying to hit flight mode at the right moment on your device. No nonsense like that. I'll also talk a little bit about what happened. They disabled GTA hacks. They disabled basically all of those tools I made before. So we are now back to this. You want to have the long fin approach vehicle, main dock, main gate, whatever, airstrip, doesn't matter, we don't use it, and day because why not. Weapon loadout conspirator because of the sticky bomb, and of course you want to have suppressors because it costs almost nothing. Yeah, this isn't worth it. So I will give Joey all the money because he doesn't even have enough money to buy super heavy armor for this mission. And let's go. Joey, ready up, please. Ready. You can obviously do the same thing solo. You want to have the pink diamond target, unless you can get this during the time, usually on Christmas, where Rockstar decides to be generous and allows us to get the Panther statue. Of course, then you want to have that one, because it gives you almost 2 million. But even this is plenty. The limit is still 4.1 million every 30 minutes. You cannot get more than that. Now I'll show you why I use the long thing. This is a trick that speedrun hasn't figured out. People pass this wall. I could have done that with the first one if I wasn't occupied with explaining it. Now, we hope we get the entrance codes to this side entrance if we don't want to get spotted. Okay, this is a really annoying shot. Okay, let's wait for this guy. Joey, you can kill the one in front of the side entrance. Okay, I got it. Nice. Sometimes when you don't get lucky, and you don't get these codes, you can go there to the checkpoint and kill them there. Usually that's enough. If even that's not enough, just go for the main gate and just take it, whatever. If the RNG gods hate you so much, you just have to accept it. When you do the preparation that nerfs their weapons, it helps the most. Like the other two preparations are worthless. The helicopters and the armor doesn't do anything because you are shooting them in the face every single time regardless. And if you hit them in the body, it still takes like 20 shots if they don't have armor. This tends to happen sometimes where one person is loading in. Currently it's Joey, I believe. He's loading in much slower than me. I hope he didn't crash. Hey game, come on, you can do it. Did you crash? I'll give it some time. You can sometimes use this to get further ahead, but we don't really care. You can admire this Panther. Yeah, he crashed. Okay, I guess I'll do this like one. Or does it faster this way? That's usually not always going to happen. You sometimes have to run up all the way to the top. I'll explain this again because I always have to explain this in these videos. How to do this hike. Only use your right arrow. You switch to this one, which is the top one, since that's the most obvious one. Then you get to it again, on the one below it, and you just press once to the right. And we repeat that from the one below. And the last one, in this case, because I'm doing only the first fingerprint, I can just spam it. Otherwise, we would still continue with the same method. If we are, for example, at the top.
You have cracked it? The vault must be close.
The way to do this.
Remember, the only way into the display case is the plasma cutter, and the only way to use a plasma cutter is very carefully.
You don't want to just maintain the heat at some level, you want to just go from 0 to maximum.
You know,
0 to
once in
maximum.
the Baltic Sea, the submarine was so
It's such a
cold,
weird
the
mechanic.
plasma in my plasma cutter froze. And somehow it still overheated. The last time I saw a diamond this size, my team did a 3-day sprint through the rainforest back to the coast. So, no complaining about the escape route.
The escape route is the same one as usual. Just like this. That was pretty close. But if you are a little more careful than me, you can shoot them. You only need to hit them in the leg or whatever, it doesn't matter where you hit them. This loadout isn't also perfect, with the shotgun would have been easier to do this with. And now we'll have a nice little bike running directly at us.
Good job! The compound is behind you. All that stands between you and immortality is the possibility of your imminent death. Now get out of there. Your exit route via the airstrip is on your GPS
This is the
now.
same method as usual. Go with this. The hardest part is to not hit any of the bushes. This bike has really old handlings. The better you get at this, the more you can hold a wheelie.
They have their attack boats mobilized along the coast. Ah, the cries of the impotent desperate is beautiful.
You can press the key that you use to detonate sticky
Good
bombs
news.
to
Mr.
get
Rubio's heading back.
infinite air using the
Well,
invaders.
judging from their comms, it sounds like
And now we
Mr.
need to do
Rubio is reaching for his
a very
helicopter
important thing.
again.
It's very simple. It doesn't require much timing. I just alt tab. I have these two commands here. I open the command line, right click on it, run as administrator. Yes. I copy the first command. And it just didn't copy itself. Let's try that again. Control C. Okay. This puts you into something called no save mode. What this means is that you interrupt the communication to the Rockstar server. You can use this for only a very few things in the game, sadly. One of them is this. You can use this to replay any of the heists. And the other thing you can use it for is to sell cars without affecting the sell limit. So if you enable this no save mode and you sell a bunch of cars, it will not add it to the amount of saved cars. As you can see here, we got saving failed at the bottom left corner. That means the client on our computer failed to notify the Rockstar game server that we have just completed Cayo Perico. But it gave us the money. Somehow this is not detectable, because at the end of the day you can just get unlucky, right? Like there's no way for Rockstar to ban every single person who just happens to trip over the network cable at the wrong moment. Because that's how people used to do this, where they were like trying to time the pulling out of their cable. We got 1.1 million. The limit in 5.45. You can do it sub 5 minutes, no problem. you get it's the same limit as before, which is 4.1 million. I have the more precise limit in my Discord. Every 30 minutes. So I could technically, if I do 4 of these heists, I would go over the limit and the last one wouldn't have counted within 30 minutes. So yeah. I generally recommend you just go for the pink diamond. Now all you need to do is you need to not turn this off. You need to go to online and go to leave GTA Online. You need to fully load into single player, so just give it a moment. You can also restart your game, by the way. But this is, in my opinion, faster.
Your son, James. He's a good kid?
He's a good kid?
We are now in single player. Now we can go into Notepad. Copy the second rule. Or not, let's delete the rule. You can see it says deleted rules. We go back. And we go online, play GTA Online, and let's go invite only. You need to make sure you don't end up in the same session you have previously been in. So you cannot join a friend. You can do public, but there's still like a small chance you will get into the same session. You can guess how I found that out. And what you will see now, I have the spawn location set to Kosatka, which you should always do. It still says saving failed. It will now attempt to do it again. I just need to switch outfits, for example. Save successful. Now, if we go to buy ammo, for example, you can see I have all the money. And I can just start the heist right away again. I'll even start it. I'll invite Joey again. So he finally gets his money, or he crashes again. Joey, you got your invite. Try to join me. I'll just start it and end the video. Yeah, so this is the no save mode. The way I found out about this actually is pretty funny. I extracted this command from some AutoHotkey script I found several years ago. I usually just would have copied the AutoHotkey script, but I realized at this point we will get GTA 6 soon. There is no reason not to keep this secret. And before that, there were much easier ways to just stop your internet when you saw the yellow loading circle, for example. It was a super easy way to do this. And that has been patched, so that's why I'm making this video. And obviously they removed GTA hacks, so you cannot just do a list of commands and you can then do the heist again. And they also added the, I think it's like 2 hour or something like that, cooldown between heists, which is horrendous. This completely circumvents all of that. Now, if I keep it in the state it is currently, I will never have to do the pipe missions again, which take most of the time. They take like 40 minutes you spend on doing the pipe missions, or at least 20. And I can just, every time when I end the heist, I can no save mode. And I get basically 1 million every 5 minutes. So if we do, let's say we somehow get the maximum. We get 4.1 million times 2, that's 8.2 million every hour. If we reach the maximum possible rate. Yeah, that's faster than everything. There is nothing that comes even closest. Even most cell missions. For example, the nightclub cell mission, I think it's like 1.8 million or something like that. If you have the Panther statue, you can get like 2 million. every run of this. And if you get super duper RNG and you get the Panther statue and 2 paintings, or even at least 1 painting in the office, you get even more. So you can even get pretty close to the 2.55 million theoretical limit just by grabbing whatever is in the office. Also, if you don't get lucky as I did there, you can also grab the safe at the top, but I just didn't want to waste your precious time. So yeah, let's just start this again so you guys can see it does really work. This video is not spliced in any way, shape or form, because I'm simply too lazy to do that. At the end of the day, if you are too lazy to watch my videos, well, that's too bad for you. Since as usual, just like, subscribe, comment on some improvement I forgot. If you know any better strats, how to do this faster. And of course, again, don't share it if you don't want to. It at least makes it less likely for Rockstar to patch it. Joy, ready up. So I'll just hit the start key, ready. Just load into the heist. I guess the cat is out of the bag. I made a public video about this. There have been actually videos about this that were about as often viewed as this video will likely end up being. So, that's all for today, and have a great time.